Hey everybody, it's Tanya. Just wanted to jump on here for a minute and continue this series of videos. So this is video number 2 on the reason you have not yet completed your book. So reason number 2, you've gotten a lot of pieces and you go to writing retreats and get pieces. Free writes, essays, whatnot done, but you don't know why you haven't put it all together as a book. So first thing I want to say is I love going to writing retreats too. I've taught at a few. It's wonderful. So, but it's more for getting inspiration, right? And you get there, you're in a room full of people, or we used to be pre-COVID, now it's a Zoom room, or you're at a beautiful location and you unplug and you have all these scraps, all these pieces. They're great. They're great beginnings. But it's a crazy amount of pressure to even put on yourself to imagine that on your own you can turn those into a book. And yet that's what lots of people do nonetheless. And then, get upset with themselves that they haven't done it. So it definitely takes more than a writing retreat here and there. Those are great introductory places for most writers, and to write some actually congruent pieces, some creative pieces, some cinematic pieces. It's still not enough to offer the structure that it takes to bring everything together, as well as deep, ongoing, sustainable inspiration and community. That's one of the reasons I've set somatic writing up in a way where I'm not the only person, only teacher. Yes, I'm a story coach. Yes, I do teach all my classes myself, but I also have other published authors, editors, copywriters, as well as somatic therapists, ancestral healers, and body-centered somatic therapists on my team, because it takes so much actually to make the break from writer, who goes to weekend workshops and does bits and pieces and has a dream of writing and publishing a book, to actually getting down to the nitty-gritty, the depth-based, consistent work. And so if you've been going to writing workshops and you haven't finished your book, you're not alone. You're probably with about 95% of people. A few people have that spark, that inspiration. Maybe they've already got an MFA in writing or not. But for most people, that's a great place to get inspiration. But it's like, the old saying of going to the hardware store for a loaf of bread. It's about ignition and inspiration. To go the distance on a book, it's a much greater level of support that is needed, as well as a very specific process. I call mine story architecture, and it's about creating scaffolding for the book and a real process to get through the entire narrative. All right. See you all soon. Lots of love.